Okay, what kind of court are we talking about here? Peoples? Food? Motor? Small claims? Tennis? Night? The National Probation Association will decide when you're ready to be released from this film. Oh good, there's narration. For a minute there I thought I might have to rely on visual cues and dialogue to figure out what's going on. What a relief. That music. Is Commando Cody gonna be in this? Leave It to Beaver, After Dark.
Okay, gang. Now look, we got a butte this way. It's just 10 o'clock. Act like nothing was gonna happen. Come on, I'll do the driving. It's a cinch.
The ADR gang. Shotgun, 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 okay. Taking this thing to Legoland. Where's the tense music now that we need it? The world's shortest bender. No regrets, that was amazing! Take that, society! I didn't do it, nobody saw me do it, you can't prove anything.
And so, another job for the police and the courts.
Thanks, kid.
Johnny Marvin is now in the hands of the law. This is the first time he's been caught. But his delinquent tendencies began long before in the conflicts of an unhappy home and in the hangout of the gang which was his refuge.
The Honeycomb Hideout.
Now, what will become of this boy? What road lies ahead for this sullen, misguided 15-year-old?
Politics?
Will he be placed in a cell for the night, herded with drunks and criminals?
Cool!
Then in the morning paraded in the police lineup? Will he be fingerprinted?
Tagged?
Photographed?
Screen tested?
Given a permanent criminal record at 15?
How badass would that be?
Will he be sentenced by a judge who knows nothing of the background of Johnny and his family or the reasons behind his behavior?
Not in America!
Will he grow up in reformatories and prisons to become a bitter and seasoned criminal? Johnny and 200,000 other youngsters who are arrested each year are America's #1 crime problem. Can't something be done to help these twisted young lives and set them straight?
Where are you, Batman?
Yes, something can be done. Something is being done.
Get off our backs.
Many communities believe that good juvenile courts with well-organized probation service can make good citizens out of wayward youth.
Michelle Pfeiffer is brought in.
Fortunately, Johnny lives in a community which has such a court. After his arrest, he does not go to a jail to mingle with adult offenders.
AdultOffenderMingle.com.
Instead, he is taken to a detention home, which the community maintains especially for children.
Come on in, you're already grounded.
Here he is placed in the care of a house mother and father who have been trained in this work.
No touchy.
Kindly but firmly, they proceed to make him comfortable in spite of himself. He is given a bath and a pair of clean pajamas.
And a lobotomy.
He has a good night's rest in a comfortable bed.
Then it's off to the salt mines.
Next morning, after nourishing breakfast, he's ready for a visit to the chief probation officer who handles incoming cases at the juvenile court.
They really hit it off.
Haltingly, Johnny tells his story. The officer listens attentively and asks questions to bring out all the details.
What the hell is your
Then
deal?
he sends him back to the detention home for a few days and assigns a probation officer to investigate his background. Why does Johnny behave as he does?
I blame violent radio shows.
It is probation officer Benton's job to find out. First, he makes a trip to Johnny's neighborhood, a visit to Johnny's world of squalid homes, dirt, and confusion.
And ragamuffins
Here
and such.
in the rear of a house typical of the neighborhood is where the Marvins live.
Trick or treat?
Benton finds
Ma'am?
Mrs. Marvin and has a long talk with her. He learns that Johnny's father is dead, that she earns a little each week as a cleaning woman, and finds the task of raising her family too much for her.
She offers him a bowl of
The
dirt.
boy was fond of his father, but he rebels against his tired, nagging mother, who finds it impossible to control him.
Does that come across as judgmental?
Stays out late, prefers the gang to home. Benton investigates the gang because he's concerned about these boys, too. but he finds them suspicious and distrustful, unwilling to tell him anything about Johnny.
Get bent, Daddy.
He also has a talk with Johnny's teacher. He learns that though bright and popular with his classmates, the boy has a long record of truancy and poor schoolwork.
Then he scores those digits.
Meanwhile, Johnny is sent to the clinic where he is given a thorough physical examination.
By a Nazi scientist.
Psychological tests reveal Johnny's special aptitudes, as well as some of the probable reasons for his school failure.
Ding, ding, ding.
The probation officer's efforts to persuade Johnny himself to talk meet with some degree of success. He readily admits all the facts of his offense, but he's still distrustful of any efforts to help him.
I'm a loner, Mr. Benton, a rebel.
Then Johnny goes before the judge. In a good juvenile court, this is not a trial, but a quiet hearing conducted in a small room. Only Johnny, his mother, and the probation officer are present.
No caterer?
The judge has studied the reports of the probation officer, the doctor, and the psychologist.
That one was wild.
And after talking with Johnny, Mrs. Marvin, and Mr. Benton, he reaches a decision.
Spankings!
Well, Johnny, you're in a pretty serious situation. This isn't the first time you've stolen things.
Give me the wallet.
I can send you to the industrial school till you're 21. You know that, don't you?
So it's settled then.
But I don't want to do that. But we believe, your mother and Mr. Benton and I, that you can make good without being sent away. So,
Beatings.
I'm going to put you on probation.
Double secret probation?
Mr. Benton will be your friend and supervisor. Now, we're going to help you all we can. But it's really your job. Will you try?
Nope.
Good. Mr. Benton, I want to know from time to time how Johnny gets along.
I'll just check your Instagram story.
And so Johnny is placed in the hands of a probation officer, a trained caseworker to whom the boy's problems are a challenge.
I give up.
The first step in planning for the boy's future is to become acquainted with him, to find out about his interests, his ambitions, his feelings about himself. At the same time, he begins to win the boy's respect and friendship.
Let's steal a car.
He must find a way to change Johnny's attitudes, to make him want to do the things which will bring him greater satisfaction than he has found in misbehaving.
Oh, they've entered the
Benton
montage
has a talk
stage.
with Johnny's mother, helps her to understand the needs of an adolescent boy.
Gross.
He asks the welfare agency to give financial help and assist Mrs. Marvin in making the home more attractive for her children.
Etiquette short crossover.
As the months pass, Benton sees Johnny frequently, sometimes at the community swimming pool. Johnny loves to swim.
He just doesn't know it
In
yet.
the winter, Mr. Benton persuades him to go out for the school basketball team. And he is successful in getting him to go to church again.
Johnny's a natural-born snake handler.
Sometimes they meet at Johnny's home, where his willingness to help his mother is evidence of a new sense of responsibility.
He's almost ready to be Spider-Man.
Discovering that Johnny's greatest interest is airplanes, Mr. Benton arranges with a friend of his who is a pilot to have Johnny meet him at the flying field.
Don't steal the plane, don't
It
steal
was
the
a
plane, don't steal the plane.
never-to-be-forgotten experience for the boy. He was actually able to sit in a plane and have a real pilot tell him about the controls.
This one makes it go whoosh.
Benton uses Johnny's desire to be an aviator to persuade the boy to better his schoolwork. For a pilot must have at least a high school education.
Oh, thank God they've since relaxed those
He
rules.
introduces Johnny to the public library, where the boy devours books on aviation.
Yummy books, nom nom nom.
And to the boys' club, where he learns to build a model airplane in the club shop. This is fun, fascinating. Johnny has found a new world and ambition. The gang is forgotten. He's looking ahead to the things he really wants.
I want that cloud and that sign and that bird.
Friendly guidance has accomplished what mere punishment could never do.
And then you screwed it up by doing that.
After a year on probation, Johnny is again brought before the judge.
Well, Johnny, Mr. Benton tells me you don't need probation anymore. You've made good.
Mr. Big Shot.
I guess you won't steal any more automobiles, will you?
Gee, that was dumb, wasn't it?
Getting caught like that.
It certainly was. But we're all very proud of you now, Johnny. And I want to congratulate you.
Yes, we're going to skip probation and send you straight to Sing Sing.
And so Johnny's probation is successful. His case is typical of the everyday achievements of good juvenile courts. Proper facilities, a judge who understands children, and carefully chosen probation officers
A lot of bribes.
can achieve the same results in any community.
Now he just needs a fashion consultant and he's on his way. Hey, he was only in court for like 8 seconds. What a ripoff. Johnny will be back in Man in Vietnam. Thanks for watching. Did you know that Fun with Shorts is powered by its own Patreon campaign? It's true. For a small pledge, you can see every new video before the rest of the internet and get special patron-only riffs and other goodies. Part of this nutritious rumble. Pledge just $1 or more, and you'll get a free movie riff download as my thanks to you. I think he just baptized a gopher. Click the Patreon logo to check it out, and I'll see you next time.